The Catholic Church, a pagan-inspired institution? For centuries, the Catholic Church has presented itself as the one true faith, built upon the teachings of Jesus Christ and the apostles. However, beneath its grand cathedrals, elaborate ceremonies, and deep-rooted traditions lies an undeniable truth. Much of its doctrine, rituals, and iconography can be traced directly to pagan religions that predated Christianity. How did an institution claiming divine authority become so deeply entangled with the very belief systems it sought to replace? Let's uncover the pagan roots of the Catholic Church. The Roman influence. Adapting paganism to Christianity. When Emperor Constantine legalized Christianity with the Edict of Milan in 313 AD, he effectively merged it with Roman culture. But Rome was a deeply pagan empire, filled with temples dedicated to gods like Jupiter, Mars, and Venus. To make Christianity more palatable to the masses, the early church absorbed and rebranded many pagan traditions, giving them a Christian facade. One of the most obvious examples is the transformation of the Roman festival of Saturnalia, a raucous celebration held in December, into Christmas, a holiday that has no biblical basis for being on December 25th. The date was chosen to coincide with the birthday of Sol Invictus, the Roman sun god, effectively merging pagan sun worship with the supposed birth of Christ. Pagan gods rebranded as saints. Early Christianity needed to convert large populations of pagans, and what better way than by allowing them to keep their gods, just under new names? Many Catholic saints bear eerie similarities to older deities. For instance, Saint Brigid of Ireland was likely based on the Celtic goddess Brigid, who was revered for fertility and healing. Saint Nicholas, the inspiration for Santa Claus, has ties to Odin, the Norse god known for his white beard and magical abilities. The Virgin Mary, often depicted as the Queen of Heaven, shares attributes with goddesses such as Isis, Egyptian, Ishtar, Babylonian, and Diana, Roman, all of whom were worshipped as maternal figures. The pagan origins of Catholic rituals. Many Catholic practices can be directly traced back to pre-Christian religions. Holy water. Used for purification and blessings, holy water finds its origins in ancient Babylon and Egypt, where priests used sacred water to cleanse themselves and their temples. The Eucharist. The belief that the bread and wine become the literal body and blood of Christ, transubstantiation, mirrors the Mithraic ritual of consuming a sacred meal to gain divine power. Incense and candles. Used heavily in Catholic masses, these were standard offerings in Roman, Egyptian, and Greek temples. Prayers for the dead. This practice has no firm biblical foundation but aligns closely with ancestor veneration in pagan religions such as those in Rome and China. If this is blowing your mind, drop a like so more people wake up to this. Let's continue. The papacy, an imperial institution. The Pope, often called the Vicar of Christ, bears a striking resemblance to the Roman emperors and high priests who ruled over both spiritual and political affairs. The Pope's title, Pontifex Maximus, was originally used by the chief priest of Roman paganism, a role once held by Julius Caesar before Christianity even emerged. The Vatican itself sits on the remains of a pagan temple, and its architecture, from its obelisks to its domes, is reminiscent of structures found in ancient Rome and Egypt. Why does this matter? For those who follow Catholicism in good faith, understanding the true origins of church traditions is crucial. If the Catholic Church claims to be the unaltered truth of Christ, why has it absorbed so many pagan elements? And if these traditions come from man-made religions, how much of Catholic doctrine is truly divine? While some may argue that these adaptations were necessary for spreading Christianity, others see them as evidence that the Catholic Church is less about biblical truth and more about maintaining power and control over the masses. The next time you step into a cathedral, participate in a mass, or celebrate a Catholic holiday, ask yourself, are you engaging in true Christian worship, or are you unknowingly partaking in a faith built upon ancient pagan traditions? If you made it this far, you're the kind of person who values the truth. Hit subscribe, and let's expose more together. Let me know what you believe about the Catholic Church in the comments.